Hi, everybody. This is your Chicago Soft team, and we're here today to talk about taking that next big leap of faith, extending the care and feeding of systems and applications beyond the traditional mainframe toolset that we've known and loved for years. A world where development, configuration, and management will be integrated into tightly connected platforms, increasingly augmented with AI capabilities. IBM and independent software vendors are struggling to preserve the knowledge base that has kept mainframe systems running like fine-tuned machines for decades now, so that knowledge can be encapsulated in these new platforms. This rapid decline of the knowledge base presents us with a new and even bigger challenge, dramatically shortening the learning curve for new systems, security, and database administrators. And as the lines between development, configuration, and management tools quickly disappear, we would all love to have a single platform that is essentially the be-all, end-all for our lifecycle needs. While we're headed in that direction, we all know that there will still be different solutions required to meet specific needs and operational models for different enterprises. But with the introduction of frameworks like ZOWE, getting to that seamless model is finally within our reach. At Chicago Soft, we're embracing the ZOWE framework and its backend integration with OSMF to bring the rich content of our mainframe MVS QuickRef application to the desktop. In this video, we're going to share our approach and how we leverage the ZOWE APIs to develop our desktop solutions, and hopefully give you some insight and tips into how you can develop your own integrated solutions. For our solution set, we've focused on 4 platforms: a ZOWE command line interface plugin, a Visual Studio Code extension for ZOWE Explorer, a OSMF desktop application plugin, and a standalone Python desktop application. Before we explore each of these, let's look at the general architecture of our solutions. Each desktop application utilizes the ZOWE TSO APIs to send requests to the OSMF server to start and manage a TSO session. Desktop application requests sent to the TSO application are sent to a Rex exec, which calls the MVS QuickRef application through our own published APIs. The output is then returned to the desktop application via the TSO session for presentation through the associated user interface. Security, sign-on, and persistence are handled through either ZOWE services or the OSMF desktop application server. Let's start by taking a look at the ZOWE command line interface. This solution utilizes the ZOWE Node.js client SDK and specifically the ZOWE ZOS TSO for ZOWE SDK. It's developed using TypeScript and JavaScript on the Visual Studio Code platform. Like most command line interface applications, it has limitations in terms of data display and formatting. But it is useful in that it can be invoked with a variety of integrated development environments, and it provides a good starting point for exploring the various ZOWE APIs. And it's a good way to exercise the various services included in the API, such as console, files, jobs, logs, and Unix system services. The MVS QuickRef Visual Studio Code extension provides seamless integration with your application development environment and ZOWE Explorer. Like the ZOWE command line interface, the Visual Studio Code extension uses the ZOWE Node.js client SDK and the ZOWE ZOS TSO for ZOWE SDK. And also like the ZOWE command line interface, it is developed using TypeScript and JavaScript. Using HTML formatting, the extension provides a rich user interface that allows easy access to frequently used MVS QuickRef content, history, and text marks. Cross-tab communication provides a fast and easy way to retrieve information from MVS QuickRef without the need to copy and paste or rekey the request. And fully integrated help provides everything you need to know about using the extension right at your fingertips. The MVS QuickRef ZOSMF desktop plugin is part of the IBM ZOS Management Facility application, enabling quick and easy access to relevant information for application development, configuration and systems management, and troubleshooting. Developed using the Angular framework with Angular material, it utilizes the Angular core library along with the Angular Common HTTP library for communications with the ZOSMF server and TSO. Like the previously demonstrated solutions, it is written in TypeScript and JavaScript. While the plugin doesn't use the ZOWE APIs, it does use the same ZOSMF backend services. Security, sign-on, and persistent services are provided by the ZOS Management Facility application and ZOSMF server. The user interface provides the same look and feel as the Visual Studio Code extension for the ZOWE Explorer application. Commonly used MVS QuickRef content can be quickly accessed using predefined buttons. Transaction history and text marks are maintained across sessions using the persistence service, and associated content can be quickly accessed using the click and submit method. Our last solution is the standalone Python desktop application, which uses the ZOWE core for ZOWE SDK and the ZOWE ZOS TSO for ZOWE SDK. Developed using Python 3.12 and tkinter, the application provides the same rich user interface as the VS Code extension for ZOWE and the OSMF desktop application. Security and sign-on services are via ZOWE JSON user and group configuration files and the Profile Manager, which provides seamless integration across solutions that use the ZOWE APIs. Like the other applications, the user interface provides quick access to frequently used MVS quick-ref content. History and text marks are maintained via locally stored configuration files. Associated information can be quickly accessed using the click and submit method. And using the rich user interface services provided by Python, you can adjust the display for your personal preferences. These are the 4 desktop applications that Chicago Soft has developed to extend the rich content of the MVS quick-ref database to the desktop. Along the way, we've learned several things about the development process. ZOWE has been around for a while now, and the APIs are continually evolving, improving with each release. But as always, there's room for improvement and enhancement. As with any new framework, the documentation typically lags behind development, but it is getting better. The good news is that there are examples on GitHub upon which you can draw to start development of your own desktop solutions for ZOWE and ZOSMF. Just search GitHub for the ZOWE and ZOSMF keywords. There are a lot of services that are common across the platforms and APIs, but in some instances, their implementation is different. For example, profile management and merging, and session initiation, management and termination. And there are some things that you have to take care of yourself, such as data persistence. And for example, session persistence is automatically maintained in the ZOWE APIs, but not in the ZOWE Python APIs or in the Angular HTTP client APIs. And finally, having previous experience with desktop development frameworks, languages, and tools is a big plus. So when you've decided to take the big leap, where do you start? Here's a few suggestions that might be helpful. First, make sure you know the basics. A working knowledge of Visual Studio Code, JavaScript, and TypeScript are very helpful. And knowing how to install Node.js and the Node Package Manager, or NPM, will help accelerate your development effort. Pick a suitable backend application that has a published API. Trying to create a new API at the same time you are developing your desktop application can complicate things. Start with the GitHub examples mentioned earlier. They are a great way to jumpstart your project, and check out the various guides and configuration documents shown here. They will definitely help clarify things as you move forward. Join one or more of the ZOWE and ZOSMF communities. There are lots of great people out there who are ready to help with advice or problem resolution. Thanks for watching our video on creating ZOWE and ZOSMF desktop applications. Good luck with your project, and we look forward to seeing you at the next Share conference. In the meantime, don't hesitate to contact us if you'd like to learn more.